Hello all, today we've got another Irish made firearm. This is a 12 gauge side by side shotgun made by Kavanagh. Very finely figured piece. It's a black powder. Of course it's got this Damascus steel style barrel here. Let me see if I can show you good. You see all these swirls? The way they made these were wire that they would wrap around and then beat against the mandrel with the inside profile of the barrel, and it would give you this. They thought back in the day, where you have the black and the dark, essentially there was different toughnesses, different amount of give, and it's good to have a tough steel maybe mixed with a mild steel. That way you'd have strength, and flexibility. So very nice piece. Rebounding hammers. It's got a weird underlever. I'll show you that works in a second. Check out the address. W. Kavanagh, 12 Dame Street, Dublin. I believe they operate there until 1892 or so. So we can be absolutely sure this is an antique. The some really nice engraving all over this, and nice wood. Okay, let's break into this and have a look. First thing, of course, we always have to do is to make sure it's unloaded. So, how do I do that? Let me see if I can hold the camera here. You take this underlever and you swing it towards me, or actually away from me. No, towards me. There you go. Like that. And it disengages the barrels. And then they break open. It's got an extractor, ejector kind of thing built in here. I don't think it's going to be spring loaded enough to be an ejector, but don't worry about scraping the table there. It's a much softer wood than this hard steel. The barrels have a bit of pitting. Let me see if I can show you that. And very deep, maybe 3-inch deep chambers. I didn't realize they had 3-inch shells back then. I thought they were like 2.5 or something. Let me break this down now that we've shown that it's unloaded. To do that, we have these a retaining slider here that goes through the forearm. So we need to push on this side and then we pull out on the other side. I'm probably going to need 2 hands for this, so it's a bit tough. Well, that's okay. Sometimes you got to beat it out. You'll notice I've got a fairly safe hammer here, and I've got a brass key. The brass is softer metal than so it doesn't leave a mark. And we'll get that started. Maybe we can No, times like this I wish I had nails or proper gunsmithing tools. And there we go. And the whole forearm comes off like this. We'll come back to that. And we unhook the action, and we can start having a look at this locking mechanism and the flats. First thing I notice is the serial number is matched to the gun, but it has this number 2 here right at the end. So I wonder if that indicates that this particular shotgun was sold with 2 barrels, because I don't see a 2 anywhere on the actual action to indicate that it had, it was a packaged pair of shotguns. So it's probably 1 action, 2 barrels. You can see the locking here. Basically you have a cylinder that comes in here, rotates around, and 2 lugs engage underneath, and it's locked in place. The ejector action is very simple. You can see this bar right in here. See how there's a cam on the action, and it's a bit gritty. I'm going to have to try and get some kind of cleaning in there. You can still see this fluid steel, Damascus steel, I suppose, twisted and bent. That's how they made samurai swords as well, I believe, back in the day. Now, it's not as strong as today's steel, so you'd never fire a 3-inch magnum load out of this. The whole barrel would just probably unwrap and you might die. No, what you do is probably shoot cowboy reduced power loads, black powder loads out of this. The gun's probably perfectly okay for this. The lockup is very tight. So here's the underlever. You can see here it's got a bit too much oil, but the serial number matches. If I look here now at some of this engraving. You know, I'd say this mid-grade, step above Farmer Dan's field grade, and not quite, you know, completely fancy. Now, you've got these firing pins. They don't really seem to rebound all that much. They're meant to be pushed back, I suppose. They're not spring loaded. And they can be pretty gritty in their channels. So I'm going to have to take them apart. There's a bolt nut up here that you unscrew, and then you can pull out the whole assembly and clean it. You can see here we've got Kavanagh again. Not Kavanagh and Sons, I think that was later, so this might be 1860 or so. Nice wood. On the bottom you can see the serial number there. Very fine script. Yeah, so that's my latest Irish manufactured firearm. Alright, thanks for